Understandable smooth shit that murderers move with. Understandable smooth shit.
POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we getting to.
Happy Sunday fun day to you. Happy Sunday fun day to you. To the people in the back.
Ooh la la, ah wee.
How y'all feeling?
Ooh la la, ah wee.
You got Sunday fun day vibes. Yeah.
Ooh la la.
First weekend.
Ooh la la,
1, 2, hey.
ooh la la, ah wee.
You know the vibes.
Ooh la la, ah wee.
And you know the motherfucking vibes. Yeah, kid. That feeling on a Sunday. Sunday fun day. First Sunday of the year. Happy Sunday to everybody out there. Hope your energy is up. Hope you feeling blessed. Hope you doing whatever you doing, liking while you doing it. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. Shout outs to everybody that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Shout outs to my nigga Bombs who do know what I'm talking about now. That's crazy. I was at Bomb's crib and shit, kicking it about topics, hip hop, all type of shit. So I was like, yo, you know, the cup and all that. I told him, people was like, yo, you got your little kid cup and all that. Little comments and shit. Super hilarious. So he was like, yeah, I see you do it and all that, but he didn't have no idea what I was talking about in the reference. So I'm like, yo, you never seen Infinity War? You never seen the Endgame? And he was like, nah, I never seen none of that shit. So I'm like, yo, you know what Marvel is. You seen any Marvel movies, Iron Man or whatever? And he was like, yeah, I may have seen one of the two movies, but I haven't been following the whole storyline. And if you know, you know. Shout outs to everybody that fuck with Marvel, you know what I mean? I know what it's like to lose. And I hate losing on a Sunday, but not this Sunday. Yeah, 4 weeks back to back to back to back. When Pistons and the Bulls, when Drake, you know what I mean? 2 times, make it 4 times. But shout outs to everybody that didn't see the end game, that didn't see Infinity War. I mean, why not? Where the fuck y'all, what are y'all doing? Like, you know what I mean? But shout outs to Bombs for that, a.k.a. Bomb Blizzle, a.k.a. Bombs is going off. Beats by Bombs, my boy Bombs, you already know. You know what I mean? Hit his subscribe button, hit his like button, and do the same for this video. All right. Fun Day Sunday. The reaction, you know what I mean? The wrap up. And y'all seen the other video I did on the wrap up. You know what I mean? But this is the NFL wrap up. This is it. This is playoffs? You kidding me? Don't talk to me about playoffs. Playoffs is here next week. Wrap up. Washington. Just waiting for that last spot. It's either them or the Giants. Let's take a quick peek at that before we kick this thing off. I had Washington as a lock, by the way. Figure they win and get in. Philly is hurt. Philly is over. Figure they lose. And just like that, I figure I might be wrong. Philly up 14-10 right now. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left in the half. Washington got the ball. 4th and 13 for those that's checking out the game. That's a quick score check, even though this video not live. I am live. All right, so let's run back. Miami, Buffalo. Whoo, it got ugly in the New York Buffalo streets. And I came on this show with the audacity like, yo, Miami, Buffalo should rest. They don't really have nothing to play for except all the respect in the world. Like, I'm talking about an ass whipping. Like, they whipped the skin off ass. Like, they put foot, hands, and, you know what I mean, feet, you know what I mean, kicks to the head, elbows to the face. Like, damn, they beat the shit out of Miami. 56-26 by 30. Whoa, crazy. I ain't see that coming. I seen Miami winning because I figured they needed the game more. And I figured Buffalo would take this opportunity, being how they not getting the 1 seed, to just take their foot off the brake for a minute. Breathe, you know what I mean? Like, they said, we not having none of that. Like, brass knuckles to your face. Like, whoo, they whipped the skin off their ass. A couple of them was pick sixes, though. You know what I mean? Baltimore came on here and said Cincinnati probably would keep it close. Last game of the season, been playing, looking kind of like fake better. I said Baltimore would win. I just didn't think they would cover the spread. Was wrong about that. Killed them niggas. 35 points, 38-3, you know what I mean? No mercy. When 50 Cent and them came out with that album, no mercy at all. Like, we gonna just destroy you all the way live. So they in the playoffs, and I gotta look and see who they play. We'll go through that at the end or whatever. Pittsburgh, told y'all with that 9.5. Like Pittsburgh, Cleveland barely won, almost lost to Mason, Rudolph, and them, you know what I mean? And at first it was looking like it was going to get ugly, but then, you know, Pittsburgh, they got the heart of a champion. They are champions, and then they, like I said, they got one of the best coaches in the NFL. So, but I do know who they play next week. They play Baker Mayfield with them, so that's going to be crazy. You know what I mean? they play the exact same team. Like, we going to see y'all not only 2 times, but we going to see y'all 3 times this year. So that should definitely be a dog-ready fight. You know what I mean? But unlike Buffalo, Pittsburgh did decide to rest Ben, and I think a few other players. A lot of teams did that, and a lot of teams didn't do that. Next game, Minnesota. Do you like that? Kirk Cousins barely squeaked it out, messed up a good ticket I had, bro. 1 loss, 6 pick. Matter of fact, look at the receipt right there. I said I was going to put that up. So that's what I'm talking about. That's the receipt right there. Minnesota killed that ticket. Unbelievable. Bum ass niggas. Hey, when I told y'all, like, you know what I mean? When Vegas is on the bat line, it's like, it's nothing you really could do about it. Because they could have kicked the field goal and went up 5 points. You know what I mean? And still not gave the ball back to Detroit, because they, at one point in the game, it was like 9, then 2. Up 9, then 2. Up 9, then 2. Then finally, you driving the ball. I know you don't want to get a ball back to Matt Stafford, and that was wrong information that I had. I thought Matt Stafford wasn't even going to play, but that's not why I had Minnesota in the video on Thursday. You know what I mean? But shout out to my boy DJ Spazzo. He hit me on the bat line like, yo, Detroit. And I'm like, Matt Stafford not playing. Plus, I just was like, I think Minnesota's a better team. But anyway, when it comes to like the end of the game and those funny seems like things that happen to either make you lose or make you win. Because remember, in the other video, I forgot who I had, but Miami. I'm like, yeah, they went for it. You know, I think they was playing Kansas City, and I had Miami as a lock. You know what I mean? And they was losing the game, but they kicked the field goal first, just so they can try the onside kick and get the ball back, and you know the rest of the story. So when it happens, you like, yeah, kid, that feeling, winner, chicken dinner. And then when it don't happen, you be like, damn it, man. Like today, I was tight, bro. Y'all see the ticket? Y'all see that 48-41? You know what I mean? Fuck. But we did hit the 3 pick, and we did hit a 2 pick. That's why I said back to back, like the Bulls and the Pistons. 4 times in the week. You know what I mean? A lady at the spot that I be going to might put the video in the joint. You know what I mean? I might not. But me and her been jumping on tickets. This is the 4th week that we did it, the 2 pick. You know what I mean? So shout outs, you know what I mean? Shout outs to her, you know what I mean, for winning 4 weeks with me straight. You know what I mean? That's a good look right there. But with that being said, with the Minnesota Viking game, I wish they would have kicked the field goal, because then I'd be super happy. I'd be the king of Happyville. You know what I mean? Burn down your happy land. But they didn't lose. New England was a lock. Told y'all, New England, Cam finally, you know, I ain't gonna say he had a coming out party, but last week when I was like, he only had 5 touchdowns, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, that's like, whoa. So this week he threw 3. Jets is who we thought they were. They a below average team. They trash. They Dirtington. You know what I mean? I still root for the Jets. New York, we root for y'all. Hope y'all get a good draft pick. People saying now that they really didn't want Trevor Lawrence. That's why they won the games. I don't believe that. And like, know what I mean? I don't believe that. Hi, my nigga Billy D. I'm going to shout you out, Billy. Matter of fact, let's do it. Let's see what my nigga Billy is talking about. Live action right now. Billy, what up, bro? What up, my nigga? 1 point. Which game? League. What up?
1 point.
What game?
This ticket you made, I made with ridiculous.
Which one though? Made a lot of tickets.
Minnesota -3.
Oh yeah, most.
-3.
Yo, I'm doing my show right now. It's not live. I just was like, yo, I just was telling y'all, right? Minnesota just fucked me up. That's where I was at in the show with it. Shout outs to my nigga Billy D. You know what I mean? I just was telling the people that. Told y'all.
4,800.
Did I just say that? I should run and go get the ticket right now instead of, I'm gonna put the ticket inside the video though. My nigga, I just was telling them that. Know what I mean? I just was telling them that. Shout out POPAVIST TV real quick. You already know the vibe. Shout out.
I just noticed it.
Yo, I just told the people. 48-41, my nigga. I'm doing the show right now. This is my reaction.
The most money. I didn't even notice. I just noticed it.
What I just told y'all. Niggas be calling my bat line like, yo, Lee. That feeling of defeat. Shout outs to my nigga Bombs one more time who didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I know what it's like to lose. Nah, not right now. I'm just doing my reaction now. When I get this nigga on the channel, y'all, he gonna come give y'all the business. That's my nigga Billy D. That's one of my day ones from the block. Like, we got stories and all that, but you know what I mean? Right now I'm just doing the wrap up.
I'm just going to just hang it up, man. That is something tough to swallow. No homo.
I just told the people that I say, yo, I'm steaming right now. 6 pick. $100. That's 48-41. And I hit a few of those a few times. Damn, my nigga. I'm gonna hit you back in a minute. Let me finish this up. We gonna have my nigga Billy D come rock with us. That feeling of losing. Damn it, bro. And Gray had some of that money. You know what I mean? He switched who he had on there? He had another team. He picked the same. I think he had the Rams. I'm gonna show y'all the receipts though, but yeah, man, I hate fucking losing like that. I swear, I hate losing like that. That's one of the worst ways to lose. But that's why you don't bet parlays. Shout outs to my nigga Larry. Shout outs to my nigga G5 Cultivation.
Things in
you know what I mean? If y'all ever want to get
First
big
of
out in
all,
Vegas,
my fee is really
holla
cheap,
at my
to
boy
be honest
Larry,
with
you know
you.
what I mean? Love is love, but yeah, that's why you don't bet the parlays. I hit today. I hit a 3 pick and I hit a 2 pick. But when I try to get greedy and do a 6 pick, can't make this shit up. Real, raw, uncut, unscripted. That feeling on a Sunday. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You know what I mean? I should get the bat line, how niggas calling up to the channel, you know what I mean? But we going unroll, you know what I mean, a few new things for the 2021. You know what I mean? Like I said, we just scratching the surface. Definitely feel like they should have never let me. You know what I mean? But let's keep rolling real quick. So Minnesota was a bad loss because even though I didn't make it a lock at the end of the video and give y'all the locks, when I went to the spot today, I felt good. You know what I mean? That's why I told Spazzo, like, I like Minnesota, even though he liked Detroit. So hopefully he ain't switch off that pick and he cashed in some chicken dinners. But them other picks was trash. I had Carolina, and I had, who else he had? Another losing team. You know what I mean? That's the breaks when you gamble. Moving on. New York, football, Giants. You're in New York. City of dreams, city where, you know what I mean? We won, but does it mean anything? It might. Let's check that Washington score again real quick. All right, Washington is still 14-10. 1st and 10 at Philly 36-yard line. Bucko 7 left in the first half. Washington lose, Giants is in. Washington win, they in. You know what I mean? For all the New Yorkers wondering out there. But we had New York. Not because I was a New Yorker. Like I told you, I don't bet with the New York teams, really. You know what I'm saying? Because they haven't been good. And we ain't going to keep throwing dirt on them because I'm a New Yorker. I root for them in spirit and heart. But we told y'all they was better than them Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Trash, like I told y'all in the last video. Sorry, Dalton. You know what I mean? Sorry, y'all. I don't know. Like, not only was it a fucked up season, like overall, you know, with everything, the wrap up 2020, but just you a new coach, how it came in, the players was talking about him, the respect was lost. it just was like funny business going on over there. That's the worst thing that can happen is when the players kind of like don't want to play for you, want to play for you, but really don't. You know what I mean? The only reason why they really played tough is because they had a chance in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Even though they was dirt bum juice. If they didn't have no chance, then I don't even think they would have played hard. You know what I mean? But with that being said, we had the Giants. Should have made them a lock, but they didn't. They did get a little, you know what I mean, tight at the end of the game when it looked like Dallas was going to go score the touchdown to go ahead to go up. And then I think they picked them off, picked Andy Dalton off. All right. Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Brady threw for what, 4 touchdowns? Brady looking good. I told y'all. You know what I mean? It's about to get crazy in them Tampa Bay streets. Let's see real quick. Yeah, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He threw 41 times, 399 yards. And I told you, the year of the old quarterbacks, I ain't put the video up yet, but y'all seen little snippets of in certain segments and videos that I did. I just feel like they on their way out. They got a chance this year. Drew Brees, no, not Phillip Rivers. Roethlisberger, and obviously Aaron Rodgers, they got the #1 seed, which I told you I don't really believe in them like that either. But let's move on. Tampa Bay, they covered. I had Atlanta with the points. I'm like, they might rest their players or some first half preseason type vibe. Don't play the whole game. Put some backups in, but they didn't. They played their players and they whipped the skin off their ass. It wasn't even close as if they made it seem. 44-27. 27 is always a good number. Atlanta was on the losing end. I don't think Matty Ice, he's on the old quarterback timeline. Will he be back next year in Atlanta? New coach, new GM, or however they're going to do it. I know the owner wasn't happy, which he shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Since they lost to the Super Bowl, they haven't been the same. Julio Jones is never available. I wouldn't wanted to play on a team that's not winning either or performing at a high level. I mean, like, why waste your body? You know what I mean? But some people just want to ball, like, you know what I mean? So they lost. Tampa Bay looked good. I'm not sure who they play yet. I gotta look and see. You know what I mean? Even though everything is locked up except for that Washington game. Next game, Drew Brees. Who that said they gonna beat them Saints? You know what I mean? Shout outs to all the Saint fans. Anytime we be in Buffalo Wild Wings, I ain't been there in a minute. You know what I mean? Staying homebody. But anytime we in there, it always be the Drew Brees fans and the New Orleans Saints talking about who that said they gonna beat them Saints. They look good, but I honestly starting to think they look more explosive and they look like on the offense when Hill was in there. You know what I mean? Like, because he's athletic, obviously he's not Drew Brees, but Sean, I mean, they started him over Jameis Winston for a reason, right? And he won a lot of games, but so did Teddy Bridgewater. They got a good organization with good pieces, so you can slide somebody in there. But what I mean is, like, if they not gonna go get a new quarterback or boost, promote Jameis Winston, Hill could win them some games. I mean, he obviously he's showing that he could do it with his legs and his arm. You know what I mean? And he's some tough, rough football ass. You know what I mean? Like, they say he was even on which I didn't know. I heard it today that he even be on the special teams, running out when they went on special teams. So he don't got no fear getting hurt, like some go gadget, you know what I mean, type player. But we had Carolina as a lot because I figured Drew Brees and them would rest as well. You were older team. You had misfortunes in the playoffs that passed. Whether a play here, a blown call here. So you rest, rejuvenate, and get ready, for next week. But they didn't do that, and they killed. So Derrick Henry, like, 16, 17, 18 touchdowns, like, for the year, and 2,000 plus running yards. That boy is a beast. And have you seen the last video I did when I was like, yeah, you got PM, Patrick Mahomes, if y'all know that's the nickname, Night, you know what I mean, Night Quill, you know what I mean, Showtime's Mahomes and all that. Obviously, he's going to get some looks. Then you got Aaron Rodgers, #1 seed. You ain't really got nobody. And, the whole narrative that was put out there, you know what I mean, or whatever, which is some of it's true. #1 seed, you looking great, you looking good, you throwing for all these touchdowns, and he's going to definitely get the honors. He probably going to win the MVP, in my opinion. That's what they probably going to give it to. But if I had a vote, if POPAVIST could put a vote in, I'm giving it to Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? Like, he doing phenomenal things. Like, only 8 players ever in the game. Like, you in red air. But they don't look like they're going to beat nobody. Now, I know they said they probably could beat Kansas City. And I think they could probably have beaten potentially anybody because of the run game and the play action that Tannehill does off of the run game. But with that defense, like, bro, y'all not going to beat nobody. Y'all going to probably put up some points. But at the end of the game, if you don't got the ball or your corners and your safeties just can't hold up, y'all gonna lose. So I don't really see them making no noise now in the playoffs. Sorry, had a great season, but one and done. I'm not sure who they play either next week. I gotta look. Indianapolis, they in now. You know what I mean? Who Indianapolis plays? I want to say they play the Colts. No, I think they play Baltimore. I think they play Baltimore. I'll put it in the end once I look and do all that. We'll do a playoff video. But Jacksonville, told y'all they would probably keep it close. Got a little scary, but they just downed the ball. You know what I mean? Had Jacksonville on that six pick parlay that I put in the joint. You know what I mean? That 15.5 was just too much. Phillip Rivers and them, they look good. They're a good team, like I said, and he's on the clock too, or the old quarterbacks. Out of here. Good D. They definitely got a good running game. That boy Taylor is nice. He definitely looked like a diamond in the rough. Like, I'm not sure where he went at in the draft, but I know he wasn't picked high because it was like, yo, we found a good player. The announcer was saying, and the player that, the draft scouts and all that selected him, and he having a great season. You know what I mean? So they won. Kansas City had that as a lock because we just thought that only Patrick Mahomes wasn't going to play. Thought everybody else would play because they got the bye next week. Come to find out, they didn't play everybody, and you know what I mean, Chargers won finally. And another reason I'm like taking Kansas City 3.5 at home, then the spread went up to 7. I mean, some of y'all got it with 7.5 and y'all still lost. But it's like the Chargers, they last 7, 8, 9 games, they've been in 1 possession games. So either 7 or 3 or somewhere in between. So Kansas City at home with the bye. Yeah, they're going to rest Patrick Mahomes, but they still got a good team. But I was wrong. So that lock was bad. So my locks, I had Washington, Kansas City, Carolina, and New England. So far, we'll be looking at 1, and we probably go 2-2 if Washington win. We'll see. Matter of fact, quick check of the score. 17-14, Washington. Philly with the ball, 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. 20 seconds left in the half. So that game is about to be halftime. Washington on top. Alex Smith, rooting for him. Even though I would love to see the Giants get in, though, because I don't need Washington no more. So that game don't mean nothing to me. Next game, Denver, Raiders. Didn't cover the spread. Had Denver at home with the 2.5. Raiders won by 1. I actually thought the game was over at 31-29. So I'm now just looking at the score. I guess they kicked an endgame field goal. But we had Denver with the 2.5. The Rams game, Arizona game. This game was crazy. So if y'all seen the video at first, I was like, yeah, Arizona. I don't trust, Jared Goff, Holly Berry, even though he didn't play. So Kyler Murray starts, right? I had the Rams on the 6th pick. Took them off when somebody was like, nah, Kyler Murray not playing. Put Pittsburgh. So I swapped out 2 wins. It's always good when you do that. Hate to take a team off for some information you got or feeling and you feel like, let me just take it off, put somebody else and then lose. And you'd be like, fuck, why I just didn't go in my first instance? But anyway, got there. Dude's like, nah, Kyler Murray not playing. I'm like, yo, you sure? You see, I had bad information about Matt Stafford, and sometimes you just can't win for, you can't win for winning and you can't lose, or however the saying goes, because they could just pull a player or some strange reason now the player is not playing or they are going to play. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, it was like Kyler Murray not playing. When I went to the spot, so I took the Rams off, put Pittsburgh, but rewind to my video. I'm like, Kyler Murray, and I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Arizona. Then I'm like, nah, he probably not going to play. So I'm going to take the Rams because they got the better defense. Anyway, fast forward to the game now. Kyler Murray does play. It's a close game. He get hurt. Put the backup in. Then he try to come back on some Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like Paul Pierce in the wheelchair, come back in the game. But you could tell he was hobbled, and you could tell that He just didn't have that burst of speed, you know, and he just couldn't, that escapability, if you will. And they lost, and they out the playoffs. And because of that, the Bears got in. So the Rams won, you know what I mean, 18-7. Jared Goff should be back next week. I'm not sure who they play either, you know what I mean? Last game, well, not the last game, but Seahawks, Russ Cook, you know, was it ever any doubt, really, even though they needed New Orleans and they needed Green Bay to lose. And then if they won, which they did, they would have got the #1 seed. Touchdown, Seahawks! But they won. We had San Fran with the 6.5. And the last game, Green Bay, you know, for the way it's on my app, I'm looking at the CBS app, by the way. Green Bay 35-16. I did get on here. All the bullshit I was talking about, Matt Nagy and Mitch Trubisky should be out of here. Actually came on, you know what I mean, the channel, like, yo, I like Chicago with the 5.5 because I figured that they needed to win, which they did. I didn't know at that time of the video, you know, so many scenarios and moving parts and shit. And there's no excuse. Sometimes you just have bad picks. That's just what it is. That's why I tell y'all, gambling is not for the faintest of hearts. If you know what I mean, if you don't want to gamble and lose, just stick to the sidelines, stick to the rooting and hollering for fun, you know what I mean, and stick to the sidelines, because gambling, you will lose your shirt and you can win too, you know what I mean, and get that feeling, you know what I mean, on a Sunday, that feeling in them chicken dinners. But anyway, they lost, they got their ass whipped, even though it looked kind of close, but it wasn't. Mitch Trubisky, when they was driving, threw an interception, almost threw another interception, and it's just like, bro, this is why we feel like with the eye test, no matter, you know, like Dan Lofsky said, you got a winning record as a head coach and a quarterback tandem. But the eye test to me says y'all trash. So I'm going to stick with that. You know what I mean? But again, I get on here and take y'all with the 5.5, thinking it would be a close game. And I was wrong. Aaron Rodgers said there'll be none of that. You know what I'm saying? There'll be none of that. And the reason being is, y'all want to play in the snow? Because now you got to go to Green Bay, and everything runs through Green Bay. But like I told y'all, even still, he may win the MVP. The road to the Super Bowl goes through Green Bay. I still don't think that it's a lock. Like, I'm taking the field because I do think Russ could go up there and win. I do think Brady can go up there and win. The team overall may not, you know, played in New England like he did for 20 years, but at least the person that's one of the most important pieces at the helm could be prepared for the elements and is used to the elements. So he ain't going to, you know, have no cold hands and fumbling around. He know how to play in snow weather. So I think they'll be just fine if they end up, you know, clashing to go to the Super Bowl. So that's a wrap up. Like I said, that's the reactions. Season is over. That shit went by super fast. Now it's time to say goodbye. Playoffs is here next week. Like I said, it's everybody is locked on the AFC and everybody is locked in the NFC. We just waiting to see if it's going to be the Giants, which I hope, because I don't need Washington now. And I just like to be being right, though, especially with the locks. Not the locks from Yonkers, you know what I mean? The locks, the picks. You know what I mean? Still ain't go 12 for 12. This week it was 16 games. So this chip challenge just stay right here, you know what I mean? Probably wasn't going to do it anyway, especially not live. See me, you know what I mean? Choking my eyes out and bleeding and dying on screen and shit just for the love of the gram and the love of the you know what I mean? The internet world. No good. Like I said, halftime, 17-14. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? What y'all think? Y'all want some money today? What your bookie do? You know what I mean? Welcome to the best damn gambling show on the internet. I feel you though, my nigga. I feel you. You know what I mean? So I'm just still tight. That's why my nigga called me like, yo, I just noticed the 1 point. And normally I do buy 1 point. I do buy 2 points just when it's 3. So if it is a push or if something like that happens, but I just figured, I thought Matt Stafford wasn't playing either. And also when you gambling last tidbit, like I said, some stuff is last minute and then it changes. But the more informed you are, the better you can gamble, the better, you know, you feel to put your money. Because no matter what, it's still a gamble. Like, you know what I mean? The best fighter fighting against the worst fighter, that's why they call it a puncher's chance. So even though your chances is 97.9 or whatever, it's still that 2 point, you know what I'm saying, 1, you lose. And your money is going like that. Especially when you pile them teams up on teams. Hitting a 6-pick parlay is hard. Like some of the best damn gambling shows on the internet. And you know, the Pick 6 pod, you know, so many podcasts, and everybody got an opinion, and I respect them all, especially when you're putting your money up. See, the only thing that I'm not gonna say I don't respect, because if you're a fan, you're a fan. We all love the game for the love of the game. You know what I mean? Everything is a sport. Shout out to my boy Famous AAA. You know what I mean? Go get them sweaters and them t-shirts. Everything is a sport, pretty much. It's fully competition. So give me, you know what I mean, my award for showmanship. You know what I mean? I think that's the slogan. I might have fucked that up. Well, you already know, we unscripted, authentic, that feeling. We get shit wrong over here sometimes. But with that being said, it's like, all right, now what? You know what I'm saying? So they can change things at the end and you'll be asked out. So the more informed you are, the better. Like, nah, Matt Stafford did play today. Kyler Murray did play today. He got injured, then came back. You know what I mean? Certain players did play today. They thought nobody from Buffalo was going to play. That's why all the money was on Miami. Everybody coming in there today was taking Miami because they thought they was going to sit Josh Allen. Like, damn, you already made the playoffs. It'd be just y'all luck, right? Just the Buffalo way to start your franchise quarterback, and he get hurt, you know, God forbid, and now your chances is finished. Not only for the playoffs, but, you know, now he got to recover and all that. And shit like that happens. So mad people was coming in there and taking Miami after the spread started going up. It started, I think, at 2.5 and got all the way up to 4. You know what I mean? So we lost. I took Miami 3 times today on like some lotto tickets, $10 tickets with 1,000 picks on them. Like the Shingy dude try to pick 15 teams and get $1 million. And that shit is pie in the sky because you rarely hit them joints. I think the most I ever hit on I hit an 8 pick, and I did hit a 10 pick before, but I had brought so many points, or teasers as you will. The payout wasn't even all that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, make smart choices and decisions when you gambling. Don't gamble. You know what I mean? That's the safest bet. Stay on the sideline. We in the end game now. Vegas be on the bat line constantly, and you already know. You know what I mean? So Sunday fun day. First day of the year, you know the vibes. You know what I mean? You know the vibes. And we rock out. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. More to come. We rolling, we rocking. We fresh, we new. Look out for my live or interview that I'm going to do with Billy D. You know what I mean? My boy Billy D, you know what I mean? Throwback, mad, super funny. I might have seen him on the Cam joint. That joint went viral. He came in the spot today like, yo, 300,000 views. I'm like, yeah, kid, I seen you. You know what I mean? You always love to see, you know what I mean, good people doing good. Don't be a hater. You know what I mean? When you be a hater, you get hate back towards you. That's what I believe. That's what I think the energy, you know, recycles itself as. You are what, you know, you attract what you are, even though opposites attract. So you can say, nah, I'm a hater, but I'm going to get love. Nah, I don't think it worked that way. I think that's only like individuals and persons, like, you know what I mean? You may be laid back, so you like somebody that's outgoing. So it works, you know what I mean? The yin and the yang, or however it's said, hot and cold. But when you're putting out bad energy and you're putting out negative energy, or just you on the sidelines hating, then you get that, you get it back. So I said that to say, wish more people well, and even if they're not wishing you well, the universe and the forces that's unseen will wish you well and, you know, push that good energy towards you. Yeah, kid, that feeling on a Sunday, Popavisms 101. Put that good energy out there. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, your boy. Yeah, let's go.